So this video is going to be a breakdown of the Wano Kuni anime compared to the Wano Kuni manga, because in all honesty, the Wano Kuni anime so far has been very, very good. It's been vibrant, it's been colorful. Of course, that's anime to be expected compared to a manga. But they're adding things in the anime that I think make the anime just better than the manga when it comes to Wano Kuni so far. Normally, and I'll argue this, normally the One Piece manga is better than the One Piece anime. But in Wano Kuni, so far, it's been completely reversed, in my personal opinion. Where, again, it's only been a few episodes, but so far, the start of Wano Kuni in the anime, from a pacing standpoint, from a structure standpoint, is much better than the beginning of the manga version of Wano Kuni in One Piece, where the pacing and the structure are lackluster compared to what we're getting right now in the anime. Just from a pacing and structure standpoint, on these two things predominantly. So I'm going to go over the manga versus the anime, because I really do appreciate what we're getting in the anime for Wano Kuni. And it's the primary reason why I'm watching the anime for Wano Kuni. Just knowing that the Wano Kuni anime is going to add so many more details compared to the manga. That alone is enough reason for me to watch the One Piece Wano Kuni arc in the anime. Absolutely. And I just want to be clear, the manga is solid. The manga is still solid. So let's start it here. How did Wano Kuni start off in the manga compared to the anime? Well, in the manga, it starts off in chapter 909 with the title of Seppuku. And this was at the end of the volume 90, one of the last two chapters of the Reverie volume. And in that chapter, it is the end half that's Wano Kuni related. The first half is Marco and Nekomamushi talking to each other about what's going on with Marco's current status. Is he coming to Wano country or not? They'll talk about Whitebeard's past, the Weevil stuff, and so on and so forth, as well as Blackbeard. So half of that chapter is Marco and Nekomamushi, and the other half of the chapter is Wano Kuni. And then after that chapter, in chapter 910, we don't go back to Wano Kuni until chapter 911, where after the events of Luffy and the Sunny Go and that part of the crew climbing up the wharf of Via the Carp, Luffy wakes up on the beach by himself alone, wondering what happened. That is when we get back to Wano Kuni from Luffy's perspective. But compared to the anime keeps Marco and Nekomamushi entirely independently of Wano Kuni in episode 890, which in hindsight is a better move, though the episode is plagued with a lot of repeated scenes on Marineford War, on Weevil, but they do add some of the grudge war with Marco and the commanders of the Whitebeard pirates against Blackbeard. And that was nice to see, because of course, you know, Mr. All Day, Every Day, 24/7, 365 day, ha ha ha, reppin' Team Blackbeard forever. So seeing some little snippets of the grudge war was a pretty dope thing that the anime did do, definitely. And then the next episode, episode 891, we have Luffy and company arrive at the waters of Wano Kuni, then they ride the carp and so on, and then Wano Kuni fully opens up. Everything opens up for Wano Kuni in episode 892. So now our focus as the viewers is completely on Wano Kuni, what's going on in Wano Kuni. You have a brand new opening, you have all this crazy stuff going on, and so on and so forth. And by the way, the opening is full of spoilers, chock full of spoilers. Like, why? The biggest one, of course, Kaido Dragon. Why? Like, I don't understand. Like, you would think, like, maybe a silhouette of some kind with glowing eyes in the darkness or something. No, they just said, here, boom, a blue Shenron. What? The opening is chock full of spoilers, but it's a pretty cool opening visually, clearly. But aside from that, again, from a structure standpoint, you're focused predominantly on Wano Kuni. That is your major focus. Wano Kuni, Wano Kuni, Wano Kuni. Whereas in the manga, because we have half a chapter that's Wano Kuni, then we go back to Luffy and company, who just arrived at Wano Kuni waters. And then chapter 111, we arrive at Wano Kuni, but it's more of a mystery, like where's Luffy, what's going on? We have these strange creatures, the Koma Inu, and then we have the monkey, that kind of stuff. So from that standpoint of pacing and structure, I would argue that Toei Animation and the directors and so on, they made the right call on separating Marco and Negamushi from the entire thing. Then go over to the Straw Hats Company and arrive at Wano Kuni waters, so by the time we do arrive at Wano Kuni, there are no distractions. There are no distractions. We're devoid of all that. It's just from now on, boom, Wano Kuni, here we go. And there's no mysteries here. It's just boom, boom, Wano Kuni. And then prior to that, we did get Wano Kuni stuff, but halfway into one chapter. So it was only like 8 or 9 pages, like max, including double page spreads, mind you. And then in chapter 9-10, it's we're back on the ship. Anime, much better job there. Clearly, in my personal opinion, a much better job. The next thing I want to get to is how when we do get Wano Kuni stuff in the anime and the manga, like what we see first, we're seeing Franosuke, we're seeing Usohachi, we're seeing the oh so lovely, stupendous, magnificent Rabi, and then we have, of course, Zoro. Now, the key difference here, the obvious difference here, between the anime and the manga, everything is the same for Frankie, for Usopp, for Franosuke, for Usohachi, and for Rabi. But for Zoro, he's already convicted of these crimes, of slaying people in the streets, and he's already committing seppuku. And we have the magistrate, he already has Shusui in his hands, and he's talking like, you know, commit seppuku, like don't be a baby, and so on and so forth. So all that stuff we have in the anime, because in anime, Zoro's just chilling, walking around the city in Wano Kuni, cherry blossoms everywhere. Then we go to him at night, and he's doing some sake, just chilling, walking around on some bridge, cherry blossoms, again, all that kind of stuff. We see him get captured. So number 3, essentially, is what the anime has added on. The anime adds on all this Zoro stuff, and they show you the lead up to how Zoro got there in the first place, which was really, really cool. That was really dope, man, because Wano Kuni, one of the main players on paper is Zoro. Like, for years, everyone's been like, Zoro, Wano Kuni, it's a match made in heaven. And when the manga just gives you, okay, well, Zoro, he's already committed these crimes, he does what he does, and boom, that's it. And then we don't get to Zoro until like a few chapters later on in the manga, where the anime, they're really taking their time to flesh out and give you a lot more Zoro content. And it was really dope just seeing Zoro relaxing, chilling, drinking the sake, enjoying the cherry blossoms, enjoying the view in the night sky. And then you have, he smells the blood, there's some chaos going on, there's a guy running in the darkness, Zoro stops him, wait a minute, I smell blood. Then he bails because they hear the whistles of the, I suppose, like Wano Kuni police, what I want to call them. And then they put the blame on Zoro. So all of this was really dope, really refreshing, a much slower pace, because Wano Country, I think, should be an arc that is at least the same length as Dressrosa. Minimum. You have so many players in Wano Kuni, to have a fast pace and not flesh things out, it becomes almost jarring. It really does. And the anime is, by nature, slower in this case, because in One Piece anime, they kind of drag things out because they don't want to catch up to the manga. And I can see a lot of opportunities for filler in the Wano Kuni anime, which I hope that they take full advantage of. At every turn possible, like, it sounds crazy, it really does, but at every turn possible in Wano Kuni, I want filler. At every turn possible, if there is room for a filler, like good filler, like not like garbage, but like don't go off to like Buggy. Like, don't do that, or like, please kill me, no. Wano Kuni genuine filler, like fight add-ons that we got with the Zoro and the samurai stuff after the whole seppuku thing. That was dope. That was dope. Him fighting the samurai, being a beast, doing the dragon twister. That was really cool to see. I want them to add filler at every moment possible, because in all earnesty, that way of fleshing out the, if you would, behind the scenes stuff that we didn't get in the manga, that's what Wano Kuni should be. That's what Wano Kuni should be. So continuing on with the filler and what the anime added on, there's a lot more reactions on the part of others of the Straw Hats. So Usohachi, Rabi, Franosuke, and so on Zoro's actions, because Zoro's actions are then announced to the public that we have this guy who's committed crimes. The first time when he was accused of committing the crime, like Zoro the Slasher, when he was committing the crimes of killing people in the middle of the night. And then we have Usopp's reaction to that. And then later on, when he kills the magistrate, and then he's a serious criminal, Farnosuke hears word of this, and so you have his reaction. Then you have Robin's reaction, which was paired very nicely with Usopp's reaction. And by the way, Usopp, that was hilarious, bro. When this man got on all fours, like, I have 10 kids. I have 10 kids, please. Like, I don't know if I can sleep at night knowing that this guy's out on the streets. Like, that, it was brilliant. Brilliant. And then on top of that, you have Zoro's own reaction to his own Wano Kuni Wano poster, if you would. Like Zoro Jiro, like serious criminal, the slasher. And you have some guy just see him, just some random dude, and he's freaking out. These things only add to the atmosphere of the Wano Kuni arc. It only helps the Wano Kuni arc, in all honesty. Now, there is one thing that they added, which was strange, but intriguing. When Zoro cuts the magistrate, he used Armor Haki on the seppuku blade. So he infuses air cut with Armor Haki.
Really makes you think.
That's interesting. Because in the manga, they don't do that. In the manga, he does a regular air cut, as far as we know. But the anime, they add Haki to it, which in principle should be possible for Zoro to do. And in the anime, he did it, clearly. But in the manga, we didn't get that. It makes you wonder to what extent Zoro can apply Armor Haki to his air attacks. So, if he did a Dragon Twister, we know that he has another version of that. The black rope something Dragon Twister they did back at Fishman Island, where the twister kind of stays there for a period of time, and it chases you to like the ends of hell, or whatever the hell whatever Zoro said back then. What if you were to do like a black tornado, or like a purple blackish tornado, because it's all imbued with Armor Haki? Like, that'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope if that was possible, because you know that it'd be a much stronger attack based on that and that alone. So I wonder to what extent Zoro could apply Armor Haki to his wind cuts and that kind of stuff. A quick addendum. In the case of Pika, even though Zoro had Armor Haki hardening imbued onto his swords, we don't know if the Armor Haki hardening was then on his wind cuts. We know that he put it on his swords, but we don't know in both anime or manga, the actual Haki was embedded into the air cut itself. While in the case of the Wano Country anime, we see the Armor Haki embedded into the actual wind cut itself. So all the Zoro things that they've added so far in this Wano Kuni arc in the anime have been really, really good. Like, tremendously good. The things they've added with the other strong members, Usohachi, Orabi, and so on, very good as well. The Luffy stuff when he arrives on the shores of Wano Kuni, relatively the same, no difference there. When it comes to the baboon, when it comes to the Koma Inu, when it comes to the henchmen that come his way, the sniper, and the other guy, it's all the same. So again, overall, dope, dope, dope. Wano Kuni, from a pacing and structure standpoint, in the anime, it's slower. And because it's slower, they add more details, they add more things. And in all honesty, from the standpoint of pacing and structure, it makes it inherently, in my personal opinion, it makes it better than the manga by maybe several orders of magnitude. Because I had qualms with the pacing at the beginning of Wano Kuni. I still have qualms with the pacing of Wano Kuni. I do. In the manga. But the anime, man. The anime has a lot of good things going for it, truly. Aside from, again, spoiling everybody with the opening. Like, okay. But, genuinely, for me personally, the best thing so far has been the filler. Has been the add-ons. The add-ons have been... Alright, so that's it. Catch you guys and gals later on the flip side. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do. I guarantee you that, because I know that you all have a device called Zamaosu. You use Zamaosu to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad. And of course, as always, feel free to please do comment in the comment section down below. Once again, I'm not saying that the Wano manga is bad. I'm not saying that at all. Again, it's solid. But the anime is just kicking some booty right now. Like, I'm super hyped for the anime right now. Like, I was stoked in Whole Cake Island, but I'm super hyped for the anime right now, Wano Kuni. I'm like, God damn. And again, the main thing here is just the pacing and the structure. Slow it down, bring it down a notch, flesh it out, give me all the good stuff, man. Bring it back to One Piece. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Be easy and have a nice goddamn day.